Blessed.
Mhm. Welcome to another edition of Big Ooh, Top 20 Countdown. This week, we're counting down the top 20 babyface songs, in honor of his 67th birthday. Plus, we're talking to our guest, Minister Ja. Yeah, y'all. Let's get this thing started. The number 20 song is one of my favorites. It features one of my favorites, my second favorite female singer, features Mariah Carey. This song is called Every Time I Close My Eyes. Let's get into it. Every Time I Close My Eyes by Babyface
I
on
like it. I like it.
top 20 countdown, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you guys. That was number 19 song, one of my other favorite songs by him. That was from his album from the Cool for the Cool in You. And that song was called Never Keeping Secrets. Now we're talking to our guest, Minister Ja. What's going on with you, brother?
Oh, I'm doing very well, Mr. O'Shea. Mr. O'Shea, we both going to
Yeah.
the same schools.
Actually,
Um, just
actually,
really learning. Really
can I
learning
tell you
about
something?
the world. I'm blessed. I'm working in a clinic right now.
That's awesome.
So that have me in a behavioral clinic.
That's
So I'm a
awesome.
behavioral therapist and a minister as well. So I mean, it's a
Awesome.
busy life, but
Yeah.
you know, everything is ministry. I love it.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And I'm gonna tell you something real quick. You got to
Hmm.
put some respect on my name. I'm not Minister O. I'm Doctor O.
Doctor. Oh, wow,
I'm just kidding.
right.
I'm just kidding with you, man. I'm just kidding with you,
Oh,
man.
but you got the doctorate though, right?
Yes, I did. Yes, I do.
Nice. You are Doctor O
Yes,
for sure. I
yes,
like
yes,
it.
yes, yes.
I like
And
it.
John, how did you get
Hmm.
into like the ministry and stuff? Let's start off with that.
Well, we
Yeah.
could start off with that. So, I was raised into a Jehovah's Witness household, born into it. Um,
Yes.
so we went to something called Kingdom Hall. So
Yes.
a lot of a lot of the whole Christian body of Christ are not they sometimes they look at Jehovah's Witnesses and they don't think they're Christians.
Yeah.
Jehovah's Witnesses are Christians, but they
Yeah.
believe that Christ and God are separate. It's actually God's son. So they don't
Yes.
believe in they don't believe in what would be called
Trinity.
the it's just something. It's very specifically oriented to like the Bible. Like the Bible, they bring the Bible down to the
Okay.
roots of it, and they take it literally. So
Okay.
I was raised in that, and then so I'm. It's a staunch household, and so I was in and out of ministry all my life, but I never lost my faith. And that's the most important part, and that's what I keep on telling people is like it's not about your religion, it's about your faith, your relationship with the Lord.
Okay. Okay.
So, and I always kept my mind wide open to learning more. So I'm still learning more down to this day. And that's kind of where my creativity spawns. And that's
Okay.
why I I like to create music. I don't necessarily like to copy other people's music. I used to get in karaoke a little bit and whatnot, but that was just for fun.
Uh-huh.
I put my passion into my music, my story into my music, and also like my illuminations about what God is in
Wow.
into every creativity that I do. So I have my first single coming out. Uh
Okay. We gotta play it. We gotta play
yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You gotta send it to me
I
so I
played
can
it
play
at the
it.
church the other day. I played it at
Yeah.
the Alien Church.
But
So I'm the
we're gonna
minister
play
of
it
the
on this
Alien
show
Church.
too. We're gonna play it
Hmm.
on this show too. You gotta send it to me so I can play it.
That's
Anyway.
right. I know, right? We can't play it on this episode and everything, but it's like, yeah.
Uh,
By the
way to
time
ruin the episode. Okay.
by the time this episode airs, everything will be out already. The book will be out
Okay.
on Amazon. You could buy it on Amazon and other places as well. So I'm putting it out there. I'm putting all my creativity out there that I've built up throughout the years as Joe's Witness. Because the thing about being a Joe's Witness is they don't allow you to really, pioneer anything in the world. That
Mm.
Jehovah's Witnesses, they separate themselves from the world. It's kind of like their own kingdom aspect of serving God,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody else is a worldly person, quote unquote
Mm.
worldly person. So we were just really like me and my brother, and I'm just I'm the youngest, 2 years
Okay.
younger than my oldest brother. But me and my brother were raised in that bubble, and it's very much a bubble aspect. You are no part of the world, you know. So you
Wow.
just hang out with Jehovah's Witnesses, but getting out of that, because I'm a creative and I couldn't follow being a Jehovah's Witness. I was in and out of being a Jehovah's Witness, trying to make up my mind. I had a lot
Yeah.
of tossing around. Well,
Mm.
now more in my life, I have more of a clear path, and that's to get my music out there, and
Uh-huh.
that is to get because it's all inspired through my faith, everything that
Wow.
I create. So this story, American Anarchy, for the book that's going to be coming out,
Mhm.
and that will be the 11th, March 11th, which is the start of the
Okay.
pandemic, by the way. I picked
Wow.
that
Oh, yeah,
date
I
on
remember that.
purpose. Yeah, I picked that date on purpose. So March
Wow.
11th, it will be released pretty much everywhere you can buy books on the internet. And so it's like you can get an e and you can get it in physical if you want. So you'll have those choices. But
You know
I
what?
like reading physical books. Hmm.
Me too. Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
You said we're gonna talk more about that. Let's get
Mm.
back in the countdown. The number 18 song is another Babyface song. Another one of my other favorites. This song was called "For the Cool in You." Let's get into it. "For the Cool in You" by Babyface on Big Stop 20.
Oh, I
Babyface
love this
countdown.
song. I love this song.
Yeah,
Throwback.
man. I stole that from Soul Train, y'all. Big yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But you guys, let's you guys, that was a number 17 song. That song was called Where Will You Go? One of my absolute favorites. One of the slow songs from his album called Tender Lover. Oh my God, that's one of my favorites. He's one of the best. But anyways, we're talking to another best, Minister Ja. Ja, tell me about your single and your music. Why are you let me know about it. Why are you choosing now to
Yeah.
come out?
So the single is called Painkiller.
Uh-huh.
And like I said, you got like when this episode comes out, it will already be out. So
Mm-hmm.
it's my music sounds a little bit 80s
Mm-hmm.
and dark wave type underground type electronica,
Mm-hmm.
something that you would hear at rave um
Yeah.
at times. So when it gets pumped up, but like this song is more of just like a really I made this song at a point in my life where I was questioning why women like the whole dating aspect. It's like why women end up with the bad guys and like then they the good guys like myself that are
Mm-hmm.
respectful about everything we get backlashed on. So it's like I was going through a lot of relationship issues at the point and I had
Mm-hmm.
just gotten divorced. And I was
Mm-hmm.
lowest state of my life. I was sleeping on on mom and dad's couch,
Mm-hmm.
lost everything. And I had my firstborn. Later
Mm-hmm.
on, found out she was pregnant with twins. So it's like,
Wow.
and they were mine. So when she
Wow.
left me, she was pregnant and she didn't know.
Oh.
So it's like all that type of trauma went into this song, Painkiller. I was enduring thoughts of suicide. And at the same time, I was hearing God's voice
Hmm.
um, telling me to be strong, that you have a purpose.
Yeah.
And so it was a matter of spiritual survival.
Hmm.
And that's what this song is kind of all about. It's about relationships, it's about losing everything. It's about those assumptions, whether my opinion even is right or not about women. It's just
Hmm.
my opinion. Because I don't think
Wow.
I'm right about women. I don't think I'm right about a lot of things in this world. That's why
Wow.
I try to shine everything that I do through the Holy Spirit from now on.
That's
I
right.
want to make sure that it has God's blessing.
That's right.
And this is part of my past, and so it's some of the darkest times that's happened in my past that the songs that I'm going to be releasing. That's why I named the genre dark. What the genre that I type the kind of genre that I name it is dark electronica, but
Mm.
um, dark divine electro. There you go. So I
Mm.
kind of made that genre up because
Oh,
that's what you'll get. You get a lot of pain through this music. You'll get amped through this music. It's very emotional, but at the
mhm.
same time, the lyrics will deepen it out to be a very divine story, you know.
Do you plan
And
on coming over?
I really, when it comes down to it, I feel like everybody lives a semi-divine story, no matter who
Yeah,
you are. But
you're
we're
right.
all sinful. We are
Yes.
all, so we are all a me first. That's just kind of like human nature.
I was,
But
me and Dr. Smith were talking about that. That we a while back we're talking about that people are just selfish by nature.
yeah,
We're born selfish.
so
We're
we
born
have that
selfish.
duality. We have that
Yeah,
duality within us. It's like
yeah,
we're all cut. We have a good side to us, and when we all have a bad side to us. So it's like
that's
to
true.
be
Um,
truly aligned spiritually is a high calling, and
that's
it is the thing that I'm most fearful of is displeasing God in anything that I do.
Amen.
And that's what people got to
Mhm.
understand about me. Yeah, I'm the minister of the Alien Church in downtown Los Angeles.
Mhm.
And it's a new church, and but everything that I do, I look to please God through it. So it's just art shining God's name through
That's right. That's
everything.
right. That's
Yep.
right. We're gonna talk more to you. Let's get back into this countdown. The number 16 song comes from Babyface, one of my very favorite songs from his Grown and Sexy album. The song was called Good to Be in Love. Let's get into it. Good to Be in Love by Babyface on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, y'all, that was
Good to be in love. I think I remember this one. Yep.
yeah. And the number, y'all, we just played the number 15 song, Give You My Heart. And I will give, that's what Tony Braxton, that's off
Uh-huh.
the Boomerang soundtrack. And I will give you my heart, and I will always be true to you. That's one of my absolute favorites by him and Tony Braxton. I mean, I'm telling you,
Love it.
that song was just oh, he just they snapped.
Love it.
Man, I'm telling you, Babyface is one of the best artists ever. He has more
Yes,
number
he
one
is.
ever. He
Yes.
has more. He's written number one songs. He's written songs for himself, songs for other people. You know what?
Yep.
He's the only artist that two songs chorus became a number one hit. Remember that song by Whitney?
All right.
Whitney, Exhale, Shoot, Shoot. That became a number one hit. No other artist can do that. No other songwriter can do that. Make two songs and just make it a hit. That's why we're celebrating our boy Babyface, and we're talking also celebrating our boy Minister Ja. But it's time to get into the first extra song of the week. The first extra song of the week. I wanted to put it on the countdown, but it's like yeah, we had too many songs. This song was from Karen White's debut album, and it features Babyface. This song was number one in 1989. This song was called Love Saw It. Let's get into it. Love Saw It, the first extra song of the week on Big Ooh, Stop 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you guys. Love saw it. Hey, love saw the change in my heart. Hey, don't get me started singing. Ah,
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, don't get that was my childhood right there, dude. Ja, and we're talking to our guest, Ja.
Yes.
Man, you're into music. Uh, are you gonna do you plan on releasing an album or just gonna be singles?
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to kind of do is I'm going to be releasing single by single first. These are songs that I had recorded. It's 13 of them, and they're
Mm.
songs that I recorded years ago, and I
Oh,
never really
okay.
got them out there. So
Mm.
I've just been keeping a lot of things in my archive. Growing up as Jehovah's Witness, you're not really allowed to, like really take a gamble in life and
Mm.
try to go for your dreams. You're kind of limited. In fact, very limited. So there's certain
You
jobs that.
know,
Mhm.
The same thing happened to Michael Jackson.
Uh-huh.
He was a Jehovah's Witness, and they told him choose between because that's when he came up with the some Smooth Criminal. They told him either you choose the music or choose Jehovah's Witness. He chose the music, and I think he made the right choice. Go ahead, go on with your
Yup.
story, man.
Oh, very well put.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it's like O'Shea, you gotta you got to really walk a thin line with Jehovah's Witnesses.
Mm.
Especially because it's like growing up as Jehovah's Witness, you know you're gonna lose your whole entire family that are Jehovah's
Wow.
Witnesses if you choose to leave the organization.
Wow.
That's the fear. And so
Wow.
I've been how I'm still to this day I'm dealing with like deep rooted fear and
Wow.
on a regular basis in everything that I do. So yeah, it held back my art, but I kept on just creating art and creating art and creating art. Oh, it's like, but nothing was getting out there. Now that I'm not a Jehovah's Witness anymore, and I haven't been one for a long time, um, it's approaching 10 years now. So
Hmm. What
that
made you finally
because I
decide to
left them
leave
and
them?
came back. So this is like clean cut, and I really lost my entire family. There's only one cousin that talks to me from now and then.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and so, but yeah, it's all right. I had to make my own family. So, and I was able to do so, and I continue to build on that family.
That's
Like
right.
you, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
What made you finally decide to leave them? Just period.
I just, I didn't feel like myself. I felt controlled. Um, I just didn't feel free. Um, I knew it was kind of a prison, and my choice was to remain in that prison, which is safe, by the way. It's safe to remain as in a Jehovah's Witness prison. They really got each other's back.
Wow.
Very
Wow.
safe. They do. But it's not like it's like but your big dreams, you can't get your creativity out there ever. So it's like I had to sacrifice that, and I compare it to any type of sacrifice. To me, my sacrifice was for the Lord,
Hmm.
not for religion.
Yes.
And my family was locked up in this religious aspect of things, and
Hmm.
I couldn't be wrapped up in that. And it didn't take me a long time to figure out that I made the right decision, and I was
Hmm.
never going back
Wow.
because I started getting better jobs. I became a part of the UN, United
Hmm.
Nations Association of America. Yup. So got involved with my best friend who my late best friend passed away in 2019 as well.
Sorry
With
to hear that.
Yeah, so yeah, I have a lot of loss in my life. My dad passed away same year as well. But
Sorry.
yeah, these are traumatic things that I need to get out into the public so that people can understand that they're not alone. Because I know that my story is a horror story. Yeah, I have a lot of horror that happened in my life, but there's a lot of horror stories out there. It's not just me,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah. We
Not
gotta get
everything bad happened to me. So it's like I know people have been raped, robbed. It's just like crippled. People are missing
yeah.
legs because of their
Yeah.
decisions. Because of their decisions. That's what they got to live down. And I feel,
Yes.
as a behavioral therapist, I see certain people like this. And as a minister,
Wow.
I minister to people like this, and
Yes.
I offer my assistance to families like people like this, and so I know my situation's not the worst. I don't think there's a way to measure whether somebody's situation is worse. I'd say everybody has struggles that you're dealing with in this life that need to be respected. So I know I'm not alone, and that's what my story and my story through my art, I hope to do with everything that I put out into the public is help people.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We're gonna talk more to you, but let's get back in this countdown. The number
Mhm.
14 song, 14A, because we got two 14s. Number 14A is by Babyface. This song is called My Kind of Girl. It's one of my very favorite songs from his Tender Love album. Let's get into it. My Kind of Girl by Babyface. Number 14A on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, we did four in a row. 14A was Babyface with My Kind of Girl. 14B was Babyface Stressed Out. That was from his album Face to Face, one of my very favorite albums, his most underrated album. Number 13 was Work It Out by Babyface, and that was from his same album, Face to Face. That was, to me, that was a freaking great album. It's too bad that it came out on September 11th. They kind of made it bad. But anyways, and number 12 was Babyface, another favorite. You know what? This song was called Soon As I Get Home. And you know what? 16 years ago, I was in the countdown. I was in a contest for my wedding or something like that. That's the new film that had American Fear in it, and they used Soon As I Get Home. They wanted me to sing Soon As I Get Home. Well, I
Oh,
won.
the wedding crasher?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I won, and I won the prizes
Whoa.
too, based on that song. So that's why that song is one of my favorites. But now, as y'all, it's time to get into the comedy corner. The comedy corner comes from a very, very funny comedian. His name is Corey Holcomb. Let's get into it. Corey Holcomb, the comedy corner on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah,
Oh,
y'all, that was a very, very funny Corey Holcomb, and we're talking to our guest, Minister Josh. Is
yes,
John
sir.
your real name? Is John your real name?
Yeah, well, it's Jariel. So, Jaw is the first part of my name. And
Okay.
so Jariel means real. And I actually
Uh-huh.
have a friend named Riel. He lives in
Okay.
Oregon. And
Okay.
but and he- yeah, his ministry's amazing. We just came back from Oregon on a trip to see him and some others
Okay.
as well. But yeah, Riel. So the first part of my name is Jehovah or
Okay.
or Jah, right?
Yeah.
So Riel means all seeing.
Mhm.
So my full name, Jariel, means all
Mhm.
mean Jehovah is all seeing.
Oh, that's
Riel's
awesome.
name, Riel's name means in my friend in Oregon, his name means
Uh,
all seeing.
oh, wow.
So yeah,
Oh,
no, my
wow.
name is a very powerful name when you know what it means and where it came from.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's Arabic, and then it's just you know, to li once I figured that out, I understood
Okay.
myself more. Why I am who I am is that I'm here
Hmm.
to represent for the only true God. And
That's right. That's right.
so
We, we,
that's
we, we're
that's
gonna,
that's my rep. And
we're gonna,
at
we're
the
gonna get
same
into a
time,
name
it shines
contest.
through everything. No matter what religion you are, no
That's
matter
right.
who you are, we got to start really loving one another
We
and
ain't lying about
find
that.
love, you know.
We ain't lying about that. We're not gonna get into a name contest because I'm gonna tell you what my name means. You don't know what my name means. We ain't gonna get into a name contest. Trust
Yeah,
me.
I want to know. I want. Let's
Oh,
get the name
oh
contest. You
yes,
want to
oh
do a
yes,
name
you
contest?
gotta know now. Since you told me the meaning of your name, my name Olushay is from the Yoruba tribe, and it
Okay.
means God has made this. So, boom, Negro, and
I
that's the name
love
of
it.
and that
I
was
love it.
God
I
has done
I
this.
like it. You got a
And
lot to
that's
live
what the
up to.
name
So
the name of my baby was.
so when you really know yourself and you know the meaning of your name, it gives you purpose.
Yes,
And
yes,
we both got a lot to live up to. So we keep on
that's
pushing.
right.
Hell
You were
yeah.
you were lying about that. You were lying about
Hell
that.
yeah.
I got to ask a question too. What's going your book? Let me know about your book and why you chose to name it like that, and what's the contents of it.
Well, I started writing American Anarchy as a screenplay. And it was difficult. Like I started writing it after my divorce. Well, actually, not after my divorce. After my girlfriend after my marriage, she passed away, and then
Oh,
yeah, and so it's like having all that trauma in my life. I started watching the news, and I started to really pray to God and just draw personally closer to Him.
mm-hmm.
And then and I wasn't even reading the Bible that much
Mm.
at all. I was barely touching the Bible at that point in my life, and
Wow.
or any holy book. I wasn't reading anything divine. I was just literally looking to God as my Father and my guide, my Savior, and my God. Like where I'm the one that's going to guide me, and He got
Yes.
me past all that. It's just
That's
a lot of stories, a lot of creative things happened on those journeys. And that's kind of, I'm just generalizing it so people can understand that a lot of creativity comes straight out of trauma and abuse, and it's, you know, hurt people. But
that's
at
true.
the same time, hurt people can create
That's
and
true.
can do the most creative things.
That's true.
And what we gotta do as creatives is to make sure that we don't get the two mixed up.
That's true.
Our
That's
stories and our art, and we gotta make sure it doesn't feed our ego too much.
true.
Because I feel like I've been my worst enemy throughout the years, holding my own arts back, instead of being more humble about it. So I take a humble approach on these things. A lot of my story could be looked at as prophecy. Um,
Mm.
and I don't know if I'm a prophet, you know. All I know is that I have visions from God,
Mhm.
what's going to happen in the future, and I write them down. And that's what formed American Anarchy, the story. Because
Mm.
the story is set in the year 2030.
Okay.
So it's set in the future, but not too long in the future.
Okay.
And it's a relationship. It starts out in on the metro station. Two
Mm.
two people, two souls bump into each other, basically, that both have this vibe, and it's not about how they look. Is they walk around with a vibe of being different, separated, consecrated before God,
Okay.
like they're wearing the armor of God,
Okay.
like for real. And so, and it's like that's how I kind of walk around in this world. A lot of people confuse that with ego. A lot of people are and so I've kind of learned how to blend into the crowd a little bit more. I'm becoming more of a chameleon.
Okay.
Um, so I'm trying to even a lot of those things out, but
Uh,
that's what was in these characters. Okay, so the
wow.
characters' names are the main characters' names are Shadrach and
Okay.
also Shiloh, and they
Mm.
collide in one another. But one's a hacker, Shiloh's a hacker, and Shadrach is a halfway politician. He's a he's a UN peacekeeper making his way up the
Mm.
ranks in the United Nations. And so
Wow.
they come from different worlds, yeah, but they see through those worlds just by having a conversation with one another. And
That,
it's like because they both think that each other is interesting. They're both looking at each other like, "Oh, you're interesting." And it's
mhm.
like so it's like one of those happenstance, but at the same time I feel like those things are like spirit led when those things
Mm.
happen as well.
Mhm.
So these two definitely had a purpose bumping into each other, and they start a revolution as they start to work
Mm.
together. So it's a highly political story, but at the same time, there's a love story involved,
Mhm.
and also a lot of the things that happened in my own life were kind of the influences of those stories. So it's like get ready for a like when you're reading American Anarchy, you're going to feel your emotions. And at the
Mhm.
same time, you're going to look at what's going on in the world a little bit differently because a
Mm.
lot of these things are pointing towards Bible prophecy.
Mm. Okay.
Buried within this story is Bible prophecy. You just got to
That,
be able to really decipher it for yourself. As you hear
mm.
this story, even the names that I chose for the characters, Shadrach and Shiloh, if you know the meanings behind those names, you can
Yes.
really piece this story together about where it's going even before you'll but it's very deep down. It's meant to be a realistic look at what how New World Order would form and
Yes.
um, the people that decide to rise up against it.
Yeah.
And that's Shadrach and Shiloh in the story. They they you know they don't support Shiloh doesn't support the system at all, and in a way,
Mm.
Shadrach, the UN associate, doesn't really support the system. He's using everything as a life hack, so he's like a life hacker, while the
Yeah.
other one's a technological hacker. So those two things will butt heads in the story sometimes, and at the same time,
Mhm.
you'll try to figure out who's really the bad guy in this, who's the protagonist and who's the antagonist. You start
Yes.
to lose you start to lose your way. It like at the first you want to be on the main character's side, and then you dance
Mm.
off their side. So it's like, and that's the feeling of the world that we live in today. Everything
Yes.
is controversial.
Yes.
Taking
Yes.
sides in general is controversial. So it's
You're
like
right about that.
even the little kids at schools, because I work in school system sometimes, they use this little gesture. It's called 6-7, right? It's the 6-7s. And it really means when you dig down into youth culture, why they created that is because I don't know who I am anymore.
Yeah.
Where are we going? What are we doing here? It's confusion. That
Yeah.
six gesture is, but they made a joke out of it.
Mm.
Kids have sense of humor, of course, but at the same time, that's the generation of alphas that are
Yeah.
coming into this world, the alpha
Yeah.
generation,
Yeah.
and it's going to be extremely unbalanced. We're going to have a lot of really horrible low self-esteem, and we're going to have a lot of people that think they're little G's or little
Yeah.
Gods, which
Yeah.
is not what we need in this world. We need more balance.
You're
So,
right about
in a
that.
way, through this story, as you read it, you're going to see that that's what is really provoking people. That's what is leading people towards. It's the
Yeah.
whole story is a warning. If we keep on leading things with our ego,
Yes. You're right
it's
about
going to
that.
happen to us. Because
You're right
all
about
these movements starting right now, even the ones against
that.
ICE, look, the road to hell leads with good intentions. It's filled with good intentions.
You know what? We're getting a little bit too deep.
Yeah, I'm going deep. I'm
We're
going
going.
deep, but yeah, I'm gonna bring it back. I know you got a pitch,
Let's continue to
so
go
here we
deep
go.
after this. Let's get back in this countdown. The number 11 song is another Babyface song. This song is features one of the awesomest singers in the world, Stevie Wonder. This song is called "How Come, How Long." Let's get into it. "How Come, How Long." This from his 1996 album, "The Day." Let's get into it. Babyface, "How Come, How Long," number 11 on Big O Stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, y'all, that was the number 10 song, Babyface with Rock Bottom. That was from his For the Cool on You album. I love that song. Now it's time to get the second extra song of the week. The second extra song of the week is, you know what? Since we ain't playing none of your music, we're gonna play one of my songs. This is my latest single titled You and Me. People love this song, and you guys have been supporting this song, and I love you guys for supporting it. And this song is actually a remake of a 1980 song by Rocky Robbins, titled "You and Me." Let's get into it. My latest single, "You and Me," on the Top 20 Countdown. They'll be eating in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, y'all, that was a number. That was my song, "You and Me Together Forever." You and me, just us two. Hey, you and
Yay.
hey, dedicated to my love. Anyways, we're talking to our guest, Minister Ja.
Mm-hmm.
You eating right now? Since you're eating right now, we're gonna go back into this countdown. The number 9 song comes from Babyface. This song is called "Hurt You," featuring Tony Braxton. Let's get into it.
I like
Number
it.
9, "Hurt You" by Babyface on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, y'all, we did 3 in a row for you. We did "Hurt You" by Babyface. Then we did another one of my very favorite Babyface songs, "Grown and Sexy." I love that song, "Grown and Sexy." That was the title track to his album. Um, y'all, and then we did number 7 was "Keep on Falling," featuring the wonderful LMA. Oh my God, I love that song. No, I love that song. But you guys, it's time to get into the new independent song of the week. Independent song of the week. I don't know if it's really independent or not, but this song was actually I heard this song recently It's by the New Deco Ensemble. It's like an orchestra. They did a whole tribute to Michael, a whole album of tribute to Michael Jackson. And this is one of my very favorite songs from the Thriller album. And they remade it. And
Okay.
this song was called "Baby Be Mine." I don't know if you remember that song, "Baby Be
Dude,
Mine."
I don't know if I remember that song. Now I want to look it up.
Yeah, and so let's get into it. The New Deco Ensemble, "Baby Be Mine," the independent song of the week. You guys, babe, don't you love me all the time? Girl, I'll give you all I got to give. So, baby, be mine, girl, all the time.
Oh, it's such a good song.
I
Yeah.
love that song. That's my favorite Michael Jackson song off of
Yeah,
Thriller, man. That's just a
it's
roll. That's a
really
roller
good.
jam. And they did a remake of it. I'm gonna tell you, the orchestra version is freaking fantastic, hands down. That
Really?
man,
They did
Michael
a
was the
remake.
greatest that ever lived, huh?
They did a remake of that song. Did they?
Yeah, they did. And
Oh, I
it's
gotta
the
look that
orchestra
song up.
version is
With
you gotta hear it. You gotta hear
Baby
it.
Be Mine, right?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. It
Yeah,
sounds
send it
really
to me.
good. I'm telling you. I can't talk about that song because I'm gonna start crying because
No, dude, but
I love that song.
I gotta hear that song.
And Ja,
Yeah, there it is.
you said you're a behavior therapist, am I correct?
Yeah, yeah.
How did you
So
get into
yeah, I do
that?
a
How did you
lot
get into that?
in the community and everything. So it's like,
How did you get into that?
yeah, I'm a behavioral therapist for young people in
Mhm.
for the most part, and in schools right now. But at the same time, I'm leaving school soon. I'm gonna be going to a clinic. So
Okay.
I'm studying to be a clinician
Okay.
in behavioral therapy.
All right now.
And so everything looks good. It's a lot of
Okay.
hard work. I had a long day today.
Okay.
We're just doing some new training and everything. So, but yeah, man, I love working with kids. I love working with kids.
Right. And how do you get? Yeah, I like that. That's so cool.
Mhm.
That is really, really cool. If you had to choose between your music and your career, which one would you really choose? On your ministry?
Everything to me is a combination factor of ministry. Um, but at the same time, to be 100% honest, if there were a decision, it's definitely ministry. You know, it's definitely ministry. Serving God. You know, scriptures say put God first and everything will be added to you. It's
That's
true.
right.
Okay.
That's true.
So I don't really look at things separate in everything that I do because to me, everything that, like I said, God shines through all my creativity. You know, most my creativity is not, I don't think about making money through it. I think
Mhm.
about making the real wealth through my
That's right.
creativity.
That's right.
Yeah, and
That's
that's
right.
spiritual wealth. And so it's like, I know things will work out. That's faith for you. I know things will work out. I know that, you know, the visions that God gave me and the talents that God gave me to write and to really and to sing as well and to kind of make my own music and write my own songs because I'm a songwriter. You know, all this is original stuff. Um,
Mhm.
it came out of my heart. So it's like to me,
You
because
know,
it came from there, it's going to shine through. Not one thing is meant for everybody to have, you know. So, but
yeah,
it's like it's going to shine through to a lot of people. So I know.
that's awesome. That's awesome. You know what? I got a little short. Give me a really short answer. 1 minute, 1 or 2 minutes. How did you get involved with the Alien Church?
Okay, so I just literally saw it being built when it was
Uh-huh.
first being built,
Uh-huh.
and I was curious, and I walked in, and
Uh-huh.
so that was the spirit leading me. You know, is that I felt a vibe there that maybe well, this is interesting. This could be an opportunity. I didn't know what exactly opportunity it would give me, but the first time I walked in there, I went out of there with so many questions in my head to go back. So I kept on
Mm,
going back until they eventually asked me to be their minister, as the owner got to know me and what I'm all about. And he said that's perfect for the church. So
that's awesome.
yeah, and they let me
Yeah.
do my thing there for free. I don't have to like really spend any money for that. So it's like he's really part of some type of revival.
Yeah.
He got sent there to create in the middle of
Uh-huh.
downtown the Alien Church
Wow.
as an open
Yeah.
platform for people
Wow,
to
that is so cool.
for believers. So it's like I hope that continues to shine through because our congregation is getting bigger and gradually, but the right people are coming, and I hope it continues to grow.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We're going to talk more to you, and we're going to get in your business next. But let's get back in this countdown. The number six song comes from is another one of my favorite songs by Babyface. It's also from the Tender Lover album. This is actually the first single and did really, really well. This song is called "It's No Crime." Let's get into it. "It's No Crime" by Babyface on Big Old Stop 20 Babyface Countdown. Yeah, y'all, that was the number five
Baby
song.
face countdown.
That was a number five song, Whip Appeal.
Yeah.
You got that whip appeal. Hey, so whip it. Hey, y'all. And you guys, um, that was you guys know it's time to get into the old school gem of the week. The old school gem of the week comes from a really, really uh Pebble. It's I'm sorry, it's Pebbles featuring Babyface. This was the number one song back in 1990. This song was called "Love Makes Things Happen." Let's get into it. "Love Makes Things Happen" by Pebbles featuring Babyface
Huh.
on Big One Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, y'all. I'm telling you, love makes things happen. Hey, you never know what you're gonna do. It's always true love takes over you. All right, y'all.
Ah!
Speaking of love, I play that song for a reason because we're getting into your business now. What's your love life look like?
What does my
Who you
love
seeing?
life look
Who
like?
you
Oh my
seeing?
goodness. My
Who
love
you
life
seeing?
right now, I've been just putting my nose to the grinding stone, and that's some of the sacrifices you got to make in life. I don't know. I haven't even been thinking about my love life. It
Uh-oh.
is,
Don't get deep with it. You only got 2 more minutes. You only got two more
yeah.
minutes.
No, I'm not going to get too deep, but no. I mean, there's a couple interests of mine, but
Okay.
nothing coming about it that other than friendship. And to me, I feel like in my life right now, I have 3 kids already, and it's
Uh-huh.
like I have a full life. It's like I'm all about just building a relationship with people and seeing where things go, just
That's
naturally,
right.
you know.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Um, oh, also, well, give me 1 minute, 1 minute of
Hmm.
inspiration. Give me 1 minute of inspiration. Somebody wants to do something that you're doing, give them inspiration. 1 minute.
Oh, okay, yeah. First of all, patience, tolerance, and flexibility is the way to live. And I'll say that again. I live my life by PTF, patience,
Mhm.
tolerance, and flexibility, and then end it with love. Just love. Come about things with love,
That's right.
godly love.
That's right. Agape love. Yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
That's right. Thank you so much, Ja. But let's get
Yes,
back in
sir.
this countdown. The number four song is another one of my favorites. The song is called "Exceptional." It's from his album "Return to Love." "Return to the Tender Lover." You guys, wow, I love this. I love this. Let's get into it. The number four song, "Exceptional" by Babyface on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did three in a row for you. We did "Exceptional" by Babyface. We did another one of the song from Face to Face, "You Should Know," a beautiful song. And the number two song was called "I Love You, Babe." That was his first ever solo single. That was a number one song. This song, I love you, babe. I love that song. That was that was his first ever single, and that song was jamming. You should have seen him performing on Soul Train. He really got it. He really got it. Anyway,
Damn, bro, all the way back there, Soul
yeah,
Train.
1986, 1986. 40, can you believe it's
I
40
was born
years?
in '82. I was
Wow.
4 years old.
Yeah, man. But you
Dang.
guys, it's time to get into the number one song. The number one song, I love this song. This is from his album called "The Day." It featured the original members of Shalimar. It featured Jody Watley, Howard Hewitt, and what's the other dude's name? And Jeffrey. It also features LL Cool J. This song is called "This Is for the Lover in You." Let's get into it. "This Is for the Lover in You" is a
Yeah.
remix on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah. This is for the lover in you, baby. Yeah, that was my song. We're talking to our guest, Minister Ja. Ja, how can people reach you?
Was that?
How can people reach you?
Oh, okay. You can reach me. First of all, everything that I'm. Let's see. My Instagram is under Minister Jaw. It's spelled Minista, not ER.
Okay.
So Ministajah. And then you could reach me there. Drop me a message. Um, and really, you can reach me by coming to the Alien Church on Fridays. You know,
All right, man.
Friday, come to the Alien Church in downtown Los Angeles. We're right by the Crypto.com arena off the Metro Pico stop. And literally, you're right at the church for those that ride Metro. And if you don't ride Metro, give it a try. It's the best way to get to our church.
All right.
That would start on Fridays. My sermons start get there about 6 o'clock, and then everything gets started about 6:30.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you to our guest, Minister Ja. Thank you so much for taking the time out to be a
Yes,
part of
sir.
this wonderful show. You guys, this is our
Okay.
300. I think this is our 393rd episode. We got seven
Really?
episodes,
Wow.
707 episodes to 400. And you guys are going to stop at 400 because we're going to end this in June. You guys, I'm so excited. You guys have been holding me down for the past 10 seasons. I love you
Um,
guys. Thank you to the Block FM. Thank you to Podcast Awards. We thank you, Apple Podcasts, Exposing Music, everybody, even the GLAD Awards. We were nominated for my song called Gay Hypocrite. Thank you so much, you guys. And also, if you guys want to reach me, you can reach me at www.linktree.com/OLUSHEYI.
hmm.
And you can get this episode and all the others, the music that I'm doing, the album Back to the Love Room that just came out. And thank you all so much for supporting that. And the gospel song of the week, we're going to end it with my song. It's an album. It's a song on the Back to the Love Room album, and it's also going to be the first single for my 20th anniversary album. Look What God Has Done, Volume 3. This song is called Happy and Blessed. Let's get into it. May
That's
God
awesome.
bless you. May God keep you until we meet again.